Hello, Americans. Another friend that subscribes around the globe. So, about what time it is, man? 6:30, 7 o'clock. Let me get this use a little pitch of fat wood. We're gonna get this let's see. Look at bushcraft, man. Gonna get this fire going in the smoker. And, get this going. Then I'll pull this fish out. And I'll let them sit out probably. I might rinse them in before or after. I'll probably pull the fish out, say for a half hour or something, just to let them, 20 minutes, half hour, and let them, let them get to room temperature or whatever. Then I'll rinse the seasoning off of them, or the rub off of them, and pull in the racks, or spray the racks down with some non-stick stuff, Pam, or whatever it's called. And then it'll be time to start smoking, man. Right now, man. And then I'm using some apple wood. My old buddy Dave that passed away, he gave me a bunch of it before. So I always think of old Dave, man. Once I'm doing that, he gave me a bunch of branches, I guess. Jeez, man, he's probably been gone a year now. So it's been a couple years. It's just crazy, man. People that touch your lives and stuff. One here today, gone tomorrow, man. What I'm doing is just getting it smoking and keep the fire going, and getting it warmed up or whatever. Which is what I do. Handy dandy, man. Handy dandy. Then what I'll do on some of that, probably because this is really dry, so what I'll do with some of the apple wood is probably soak it. Man, it's dark. Probably soak it in water in a bucket, and I think I put a couple pieces in there. Soak it in a bucket, let it soak up some water, and that'll make it smoke instead of just burn. Because, man, we don't want fire, we want smoke. My favorite's always been mesquite. Or not. Well, mesquite's alright too, but mostly hickory. Hickory's always been probably my go-to, my favorite. The battery's about dead. But one of the things, these crazy times that we're headed into and all that, and then I have all these wild plums, and I've got, I don't know about hawthorn, but got lots of plum trees, and tons of apple. This whole, or the valley down below, it was huge apple orchards. There's apples trees everywhere. Apple trees everywhere. And all kinds of different fruit trees. But what I'm getting at is, I always liked using hickory and mesquite. Well, we ain't got none of that growing in our area. And with the crazy times where they're headed, it's probably good to learn how to smoke with your own wood. Because, you know, between smoking and salting and all that kind of stuff, man, this is a good way to preserve your food, man, and get ready for crazy times. Okay, so see this? Got them all sitting out to get room temperature. Then we'll rinse them off and put them on the racks and start smoking. One thing is getting the fire going too, man. You got to definitely have a plate of coals, and that I'm using the lodgepole, and then I'll put my stuff for smoking in on the lodgepole coals, you know. I'm using this new pan because I just got this cast iron pan. It was actually it came with them a couple of forges I got, but it has no holes. So that's what I'm using as the, oops, excuse me. And it fit in there perfect. So it's an old cast. See, so you can't really see it, but this is an old cast iron deal, man, that fits in there perfect. So that's what we're using. But just getting the fire going good in here, which I'll leave it open until we get down to the coal so I don't burn stuff up. Alright, so got the trays in there. Woo! And smoking. Now probably keep this thing closed probably, oh, I don't know, 8 or 10 hours maybe. Maybe a little bit longer. Just got to keep that. Still got some wood on that fire that don't want no flames, man. And actually, you know, 'cause I ain't trying to cook them, just trying to smoke them. So what I do, which usually I close this bottom part, but right now I got some pretty good chunks in there. So I just throw a little water on there, make it smoke, man. And then this is how I want my smoke too. And it leaks out around. I actually need to put another still, man. Originally he had a still. This is the best smoker I've ever had. This thing is amazing. I can't believe. Well, I guess because I was trying to do it on the new K, but there ain't nothing like the old Kevlar or Calvinator. And then it says Big Chief Smokehouse. Oops. Big Chief Smokehouse. Got a TP. I'm going to actually repaint that. Pat's grandma is the one that painted the mountain scene. But I'm going to repaint that. Man, the teepee. And then Miss Kitty, I was going to paint the whole thing just like it was. But Miss Kitty loves the rust. She's such a weirdo. So we're going to oil it. Or after I paint it, preserve it, keep the old rust look, which I kind of like. Rust is a must. Okay, got the fire a little more under control, so I put the bottom part on there. And then you can see through the back. See through the back there. There's a gap right there, so you can see if it's flaming up. And if it's flaming up, then I'll add some more water. But other than that, man, gonna move on to some other chores and keep an eye on this. Stay real close, but I definitely got firewood.